All right, we're gonna talk about Don Lemon. We're gonna talk about it all. Please let the people know. Let everybody know we're live. We're alive. Kate Middleton isn't, but that's a totally separate story. I installed the Volume Master Chrome extension specifically because your stream is quiet. Wait, really? My stream is actually quiet? No. Actually? Let me see. Let me see. It's not that quiet. What the fuck do you mean? It's not that quiet. What the fuck do you mean? It kind of is. Yeah, I'm on full volume. Just turn up your volume, guys. What the okay, you know what? Chatter needs to raise the volume of the Twitch video player. No, I think like in comparison to other streams that my stream might be a little bit more quiet. Probably better for headphone listeners in general. Probably not great, but when I watch a video, the video audio is like much higher because the video audio is like basically bass boosted still to the way that it used to be. I do know that my Rodecaster audio from this microphone is lower than it used to be. That's for sure. Anyway, you need a compressor and limiter on your microphone. Please add that to your microphone chain. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Shut up. Don't ever come at my hardware ever again. Okay? Like, you think dude, come on, man. Come on. I run a fucking professional studio at this point. Like, you think, oh, wow, an SM7B needs a cloud amplifier? Like, what? That's crazy. What the hell? No way. Thank you, chatter. Like, get the fuck out of here. You think I don't have that? Also, the Rodecaster Pro 2 and many of the other Roadcasters literally have a built-in mini amp in them anyway, so you don't even need a fucking cloud lift. Anyway, I'm sorry for yelling at you, chatter. I just got very mad for no reason. Oh God, I hate Ben Shapiro so much. Okay, I have 6 of your shirt because of my uniform at the Riata. Are you covering Andrew Tate today? What else am I going to fucking cover with respect to Andrew Tate? He is in and out of prison. He went into jail and he went out of it, and Hayden Ross apologized for it. Also, it seems like conservatives are now transvestigating that not even like full tomboy conservative chick. There's nothing more insane. Like, I can't, this is not, at first I was like, okay, like, y'all are gay as hell, dog, chill. But honestly, this isn't gay. This is just like, you're just fucking insane. Like, you're an insane person. Okay? You are an insane person. You literally, you went from this woman that's like doing some physical activities is not hot and people shouldn't like it, to she must have a penis. It's just, please tell me you've never been around a woman. Tell me you've never seen a woman's like area down there without telling me. This is it. This is the most no pussy having ass motherfucker out there, bro. I swear to God. This is the funniest way. He's just like, conservatives gonna stop reproducing because they think the few conservative women that exist are really men. Yeah. Why do you get so defensive and angry when someone mentions your audio is bad? Maybe because no one just mentions my audio is bad, but simply spams it over and over again. And also, it is something that I take pride in. And what? You get angry as much as I do when you play the ads at the top of the hour ad break? Dude. God damn it, dude. Fucking literally right at the top of the hour, first of the fucking day. That's so fucked up. That's fucked up. That should not be allowed. Check him PC. Motherfucker. I haven't even finished blasting off yet. You fucking blasted right in my goddamn face. At the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, where you get 1 free Prime subscription a month. Use it on your favorite broadcaster. Hopefully, I am your favorite broadcaster. Dude. Got absolutely cooked, dude. First of the day? That's messed up. That's messed up. Add your wake and funeral announcement to the title for that one. Anyway, I think I'm down bad, Chad. This image is doing something to me. What do you mean? It's like the crotch region of a sexy woman. Yes, it is. It is very normal to see that and be like, well, that's kind of hot. It is, in my opinion, infinitely weirder to look at that, unless you're gay, in which case it doesn't do anything for you and that's fine. But like, but if you're like a straight dude and you look at that and you're like, there's a dick there and I'm grossed out by it, you're like, okay, well then there's something wrong with you. What is this? I bet I know this guy's favorite part of going to the movies. Hint, it's the concession stand. That boy is a fridge. What is this? If you think like this, you're not a film fan. This is completely anti-art and it simply screams insecurity. Why wouldn't you want to know about more fantastic films? The lack of any curiosity is astounding. Oh my God, film Twitter is so lame. I saw this TikTok earlier.
Of all time.
Aliens.
Blade Runner.
Jurassic Park. Back to the...
Now that is a list. Phenomenal choices. I'm so tired of, what are your 4 favorite films? J'ai vu La Petite. It's a French film from the 1800s. Oh, I love, it's a German silent film about the dairy industry in the 1920s. Oh, my favorite movie? You probably haven't heard of it. It's a deep cut. Only true artists know the work of Johann.
Films of all time.
Aliens.
You know what's funny about this? Like, he's right, but he's cringe. Okay? He's right, but he's cringe. So, because even though he's like kind of right, he's annoying. I'm of the mindset, like, I don't give a when someone says like, oh, my favorite movie is like Solo or whatever, I'm like, sure, great, fine. I have told you many times over that my favorite movie is Snatch. Okay, it's a Guy Ritchie movie. I love it because it's very like it's just what you see is what you get. It's a fun fucking time for the boys. Okay, it's a fun time for the boys, and that's why it's my favorite movie. I love it. It's incredible. I think it's a great movie. Now, I wouldn't say that like Snatch is an artistic movie at all. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels is also phenomenal. I just like Snatch more because it's casted better, in my opinion. Like, I think Guy Ritchie utilized the momentum that he got from Lock, Stock to basically put his peak out there. I think Snatch was after Lock, Stock, right? That's why I think it's his peak right before The Fall, by the way. Because everything after Snatch from Guy Ritchie's, like, entire history, bibliography, his whole library of content gets worse and worse. Rock'n'Rolla is basically the last good, like, watchable movie that he made. Still a great movie, still great, but I think Snatch is better. And then his discography, sorry. Rock'n'Rolla is great too, but literally, like, everything post Snatch is his peak. Everything post Snatch is on the downtrend. He's tried, I like Layer Cake as well. He's tried to make, I think I mean, the Madonna effect, it kind of ruined him. Everyone was saying this, and I kind of agree with it as well, even though it's a little bit misogynistic. I think that The Gentleman as a movie was still kind of hollow. It missed what made the dark humor work in Guy Ritchie movies. I will never watch any of his other shit like Aladdin or whatever. I mean, I have seen some of his big franchise hits. They're just forgettable. You're never going to be like, oh, dude, I fucking loved the Sherlock Holmes too. Like, no, it's ridiculous. Like, he has a unique style and he is very good at making a specific type of movie. I think a guy that has been able to hold on to that because he's a creepy little cretin is honestly Quentin Tarantino. Like, Quentin Tarantino, if you look at his entire body of work, it's pretty fucking consistent, I would say, through and through. Why? Because he's a creepy little fucking cretin, okay? You got to be a gross little guy, I think. As a director, either you have to be like the most autistic about the newest kind of shit and like filming these massive sequences, or you got to be a creepy little guy. You got to be like, little guy, little guy that's into stuff, little guy that's gonna be like, hey, can I see your feet, please? I want to lick it. It's like, what? Why are we doing 45 minutes with Salma Hayek on top of the fucking bar? And you're like, well, because I'm a creepy little guy, and that's what makes me fucking make great movies. Okay, and I think for Guy Ritchie, he doesn't have the autism and he doesn't have the creep factor, and he was like fucking married to Madonna, and it broke him a little bit. He didn't direct that movie, bro. Dusk Till Dawn was it Robert Rodriguez alongside Quentin Tarantino? I know that he directed he definitely directed that scene. If you think that Quentin Tarantino did not have a say in the 45-minute toe-licking sequence with Salma Hayek, you are wrong. I know for a fact that he absolutely shot that for 45 minutes to get it perfect. Anyway, this guy just needs to stop being insecure and embrace that he both loves popcorn movies and is also too stupid to enjoy award-winning films. Just watch what you like when then, you smug bastard. No one cares that you can't read subtitles and also look at DoorDash. Don't make a reel about it. I mean, this shit bangs on TikTok though. Look, his take over here is like, oh, everyone is so pretentious. Everyone is so pretentious. I'm so glad that these guys. He also loves Godzilla -1, by the way. I saw the full clip. He loves Godzilla -1. He's saying like it's cool that these guys like are saying these are my favorite films. Also, speaking of the favorite films, like I would say Aliens at this point is like, wouldn't Aliens at this point be considered like, you know, an important part? All of the movies that these guys mention are important parts of movie history, like including Blade Runner, and even Aliens is like a classic. Alien or Aliens? I thought it was said Alien, but I don't know. Anyway, I've never seen Back to the Future. Don't get mad at me. Yes, I am famously a hashtag movie Twitter guy. I would rather watch fucking Looper than anything that won anything this year. I like movies. Arrest me, officer. That's it. Is it a crime? I don't know. I like movies. I will watch film. I will appreciate film. I like movies. Okay? I don't like the MCU shit, but who cares? Like, I don't give a fuck if people really like it. Gun to my head, can't watch any of the Fast and Furious at post Tokyo Drift, but I get why people like it. Dune is not film. Dune, I think, is perfect. I think Dune merges both film and movie, so it's really good for that reason. Especially Dune 2. Fast 5 is actually Kino. Do you like scary movies? Teresa saying New Sydney Sweeney horror movies really good. I don't really like a lot of scary movies. Zone of Interest is good. Yeah, I can't wait to watch Zone of Interest. I'm actually very excited about it. You're insane for not liking Fast 5 but liking John Wick 3 and 4. Anyway, I guess like I just like fight choreography more than I like car fight choreography. I don't know. That's it. For me, and I never said that I like John Wick 3 and 4, like I prefer it or anything. I don't think I've seen John Wick 3 and 4. I think I've only seen John Wick 3, parts of it. I did like John Wick 1. I watched Zone of Interest and I didn't like it that much. It dragged on. I feel like it could have been a short film. Another one of my favorite movies. I love Alpha Dog, The Butterfly Effect, and Con Air. I love watching things that kind of suck. I also love good stuff, but there's a reason I am the way I am. Another take, another fucking movie take. What was I gonna say? Oh, one of my favorite movies of all time, specifically because of its ideology, is Elysium. I don't know why. When I first watched it, I was like, this is literally our future. Like, what the and it sucks. It's not even a good movie. It's not a good movie at all, but I love it. Arrest me, officer. Okay. Here you go. Here are my hands. You cuff me. For me, it's like my takeaway of it is very different. It's a dog shit movie. I watched it on your recommendation. I was like, damn, this sucks, Lamau. Yes. But I probably explained that to you. I often will tell you Elysium is not a good movie. I just like the world building in it. Like I've I will never tell you Elysium is like peak cinema or anything like that, because it's not. Oh, wait, I was thinking Equilibrium. No, Equilibrium is peak cinema. Equilibrium is phenomenal. That's a totally different. Yeah, Children of Men, Equilibrium, like those are in a totally separate category. Children of Men is incredible. Like literally one of the best like dystopian movies of all time, in my opinion. All right, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I talking about movies so much? God, I love movies. Okay, there's a BBC investigation. Israeli troops accused of beating and humiliating Gaza hospital staff. We're gonna skip that one for now. I don't want to get in. I don't want to get started on a big one like that. Let's do TikTok ban first. The U.S. House could pass a bill that could ban TikTok nationwide. Now, of course, that's quite problematic. Right? A lot of people immediately were like, well, what the fuck? I like my TikTok. Why are you taking my treat away? Please don't take my treat away. And as of now, the House has passed it. Now, will it actually pass in the Senate? I do not know. Did it pass in the Senate already? I don't think it'll pass in the Senate. However, Biden has said that he will sign it into law. Now, I think this is fucking ridiculous. Why is this the priority for legislation? Because we are lazy, corrupt pieces of shit in the American Congress. Biden gave the green light by saying he'd sign it. Yes, Loloverruled. I personally think it is disgusting. I think it's gross. Are there problems with TikTok? Yes. Are these problems that are these the same exact problems that persist in every other social media platform? Absolutely. The fact that they are trying to get the Chinese government, the Chacom divestment from TikTok, ByteDance, from divesting in TikTok, is specifically because the American government is fucking trying to bully an international company into selling this incredibly successful product that 170 million Americans use to an American. That's it. It's unimaginable. It is ridiculous. It's fucking gross. It's peak state capitalism. And it's the worst kind of peak state capitalism. Land of the free, my fucking ass. They're talking about it as though, oh my God, TikTok is a surveillance thing. Okay. I've talked about this a million times over. Obviously, all the concerns that people have for TikTok exists across the board. Okay? This is just pure extortion, and it's also pure control. They do not like that TikTok's lack of regulation or its own regulatory interests are different than the social media platforms that are controlled by the American government in some ways. Whether it be Twitter, whether it be Facebook, it does not matter. Whether it be Google, these are all companies that have backdoors with the intelligence community. These are all companies that will inevitably not allow certain kinds of commentary to exist, or at least cast it aside. They can be bullied by the right-wing Republicans in general. TikTok, on the other hand, does not really have those same considerations because it's not an American company. It's not owned by an American. So, I think for two different reasons, Congress is desperate for pushing the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications app. Reason number one, interest rates go up, money is no longer free, the Silicon Valley social media and also Silicon Valley tech bubble is bursting. Mass layoffs. There's obviously a company that is not beholden to those same financial troubles and financial struggles. That company is a Chinese company, ByteDance, that owns TikTok. TikTok is popping off. American capital owners salivate at the prospect of being able to purchase this by strong-arming the company, by utilizing the state. This is the most anti-capitalist thing you can fucking do. It's the most like anti-competition, anti-capitalist thing you can ever do. This is pure nationalist interest, pure capitalist nationalist interest in the sense that It is this is capitalism in practice and not capitalism in theory. Okay? We will never get like real expropriation in this motherfucking country for a company like Boeing, for example, which is floated and kept alive by so many subsidies. But God forbid there's another company out there that is like competing with Facebook. Oh no, we don't want that. We hate Facebook. As you know, I'm talking we as in like Congress. Congress always talks about how much they hate Facebook, but then they'll go and work at the behest of Facebook. Yeah, it is ridiculous to try and force ByteDance to divest from their own successful product. It is insane. Okay? What an insane thing that we are trying to do here. It blows my fucking mind. Now, it's incredibly hypocritical. It sucks. But there's also the other side of this, because a bill like this can only get a lot of play if there are real valid concerns. Are there real valid concerns with respect to data privacy? Absolutely. Except those concerns are not on TikTok alone. Those concerns exist for every social media company and everything that you do online, as a matter of fact, because in the United States of America, we have data brokers that literally are constantly sucking all of your data and spitting it back out and selling it to people. That is unacceptable. Regulate it. That's not about regulating TikTok, however. That's about regulating all the social media. That would be what a responsible government would do. Of course, we are not a responsible government. We are an irresponsible government filled to the brim with corrupt babies. Another problem. TikTok has a massive influence in the minds of Americans. Fair. True. I've often talked about how TikTok, a Chinese company, has a Chinese version of TikTok. It's called Douyin. You will never see on Douyin the shit that bangs on TikTok. The Chinese government heavily regulates what kind of content people see. Okay? It is as close to a walled garden as you can get. The Chinese firewall, right? Obviously, this doesn't mean that they're banning everything and anything, but they do make sure, especially for younger audiences, like they make sure to tailor the content very specifically to the interest that will, I guess, focus on Chinese prosperity, museum TikToks, rather than, TikToks of how ice giants are alive, or that fucking public defender guy, Loloverruled. It's like no one should watch him. Not just children, not adults. No one should be watching his TikToks. Okay? Because he's fake. Anyway. So, that's another part. So, is there something that the government could do, potentially regulate the things that people are seeing on TikTok? That has a lot of First Amendment issues. I don't know how the perfect way to do that would look like. I feel like companies should implement their terms of services that they claim they care about, hate speech laws and whatnot. Now, having said that, that is a real problem for Americans, okay? That's a real problem for the American government because, let's be real, Elon Musk owns Twitter. At the end of the day, the American government can clamp down on Elon. They can say, no more government contracts if you don't fucking get your shit together. They don't, because Elon is right-wing, and that is not disruptive to the forces, to the powers that be. That is not disruptive to the structural, the current oppressive structural hierarchies that we exist under. No matter how Nazi Elon goes, the American government's not going to, go, hey, man, maybe you fucking regulate your platform a little bit. He is not offensive to the powers that be because he is the powers that be, I guess. Is that the right way to say it? He is the powerful figure. He is a billionaire. So, having said that, TikTok on its own, I think, is very genuinely, legitimately disruptive for many. Here is the leaked audio of the Apartheid Defense League, ADL, Chief Executive Jonathan Greenblatt freaking out. This was like on October 9th or something, too. It was like October 10th. I don't remember. It was like, it was right after October 7th. Here he is freaking out about how Jonathan chief executive of the Apartheid Defense League, Jonathan Greenblatt, freaking out because global youth aren't listening to Israel and what Israel has to say about its own apartheid.
But I also want to point out that we have a major generational problem. All the polling I've seen, ADL's polling, ICC's polling, independent polling, suggests this is not a left-right gap, folks. The issue in the United States of support for Israel is not left and right. It is young and old. And the numbers of young people who think that Hamas's, massacre was justified is shockingly and terrifyingly high. And so we really have a TikTok problem, a Gen Z.
Do I think this bill is AIPAC's doing? No, because the interest in trying to sell TikTok to an American came far before Jonathan Greenblatt started chirping about how teens on TikTok are pro-Hamas. Okay?
Our community needs to put the same brains that gave us Taglit.
This just gives additional interest. This is just extra. This is just a little bit of extra on the side. It ain't going to hurt nobody. It makes people a little bit even more excited, more enthusiastic to go along with this kind of thing.
The same brains that gave us all these other amazing innovations need to put our energy toward this, like, fast. Because, again, like, we've been chasing this left-right divide. It's the wrong game. The real game is the next generation. And the Hamas and their accomplices, the useful idiots in the West, are falling in line in ways that are terrifying. Last thing I'll just say, we saw a dramatic change in the language of the activists here in America on October the 8th. The language of groups that we've long tracked, who've long been problematic.
Huh? Why are you tracking? Why are you tracking pro-Palestinian groups and activists? So strange. Because the Apartheid Defense League did not change its ways since the 90s when they got busted for directly doing the exact same thing, this time defending the other apartheid state at the time, South Africa.
Palestine and Jewish Voices for Peace, they flipped like this and went to like Iranian propaganda. The language I could show you from their toolkits, because our analysts are in their groups. We saw this again.
Like, they have literal spies in the activist groups. And he calls them analysts, like, and they're like, wow, this is Iranian propaganda. Listen, big dog. Nobody is over here being like, the Iranian state is correct for its domestic affairs, okay? And that we must restore the caliphate or something, and also only the Shia version. Like, literally, there's only one true Islam, and that is the Shia Islam. It must be, the governments must be run by direct descendants of the Prophet Muhammad, or peace be upon him, or whatever. Like, that's not what's going on. You can't say something is Iranian propaganda when it's objectively true unless you're trying to defend Iran. This is the problem that many people who defend Israel do not understand. Many people who defend Israel kept literally talking about, like, this is Hamas, Hamas is terrorist, Hamas, not realizing that what that ended up doing for many people was negatively polarize them, because they were inevitably going to be like, yeah, I don't think I want to be on the side of the people who killed 30,000 fucking people, almost 45,000 fucking people. So whoever the other side is, I'm with those guys, the guys that are getting blown up. Oh, are they Hamas? Okay, maybe they're not so bad. That's what they did, because no matter what, there are objectively right and wrong things that people are doing. October 7, a lot of atrocities occurred, okay, in the hands of the Palestinian resistance groups, 100%. But we're not in October 7. It is now March 13th. When you kill 70% plus women and children over the span of fucking 5 months, you can't keep fucking talking about Hamas. People are going to be like, okay, well, the Hamas guys are maybe right. Since October 8th, the Hamas posture has been a defensive one against Israel's ethnic cleansing campaign. And of course, many platforms would never, in previous years, would never even allow this kind of thing, would never even allow this kind of conversation to occur. So I think that, like, this is a legitimate issue for people who want to control TikTok. They want to turn it into Instagram. They want to turn it into Facebook. Meta literally openly bans you or suppresses you for being pro-Palestine. That's it. And this is not like a right-wing grievance. This is not the type of grievance that, right-wingers bring up all the time and they're like, oh, why are my grandchildren not calling me? This must be because of the evil liberal social media platforms. They're doing this, actually. Like, no, they just straight up ban you. They openly ban you, and you can't do anything about it. Like, what the fuck are you going to say, bitch? Shut the fuck up. We're goddamn Facebook. They openly do it, for the record. Here is Human Rights Watch. Meta's broken promises. Systemic censorship of Palestine content on Instagram and Facebook. That's the Human Rights Watch, dog. This is not like, we're not fucking making shit up. And that's precisely what is very frustrating about TikTok, because they do not have that same stress points, as they are not beholden to the American State Department interests. They do not have the same interests. That's it. They want to control all of the narrative. And they recognize that the most successful social media platform, as it stands, is one that is uncontrollable. This attempt at regulating the internet is very different than all previous attempts. All the other ones failed, I think, in part because practically they would have been unenforceable. But since the internet has consolidated into less and less platforms, which make it, unfortunately, significantly easier to censor, I'm worried we're watching the slow death of the free internet. The same thing happened in the U.S. paper press in the 1940s. This is a censorship bill. 100%. One thing that a lot of people in the Western world don't recognize is that civil liberties are very important and kind of keep this shit going. Okay? Because if you don't do civil liberties, you have to do other stuff. You have to actually, like, improve people's economic circumstances. And we're not building any high-speed rail. Okay? So the dam will break. You either have to build the fucking high-speed rail and, like, genuinely show to the people that, like, there is prosperity to be had, that the government does have your best interest at heart, which is what they do in China, but then they suppress your civil liberties, right? So people are like, okay, well, fuck. I mean, sure, at least the situation seems good. There is, like, a collective consciousness surrounding a genuine improvement into people's material conditions. Now, of course, as time goes by and that worsens and the future prospects of the younger generation in China worsens, you will also see people demanding more civil liberties, for the record. Okay? But in America, we ain't got any of that. Why? Because we got $5 jalapeno poppers and we got fucking unlimited, unrestricted access to pornographic material online. We got fucking just slop. Okay? We got the bread and we got the circuses. Now, if you take away the circus, well, Rome's gonna fucking burn. And I don't think these guys understand that. Or maybe they think they can continue, limiting and making you feel like you have this choice in what you are watching and what you are consuming, while simultaneously consolidating it and making it worse and worse. Hold on. If the EU is not implementing the same policies and the U.S. government doesn't really care about the false info and radicalization on TikTok, it's just about capitalism and the fact that they can't control it. The EU has much stricter rules on these things. Yes. I think it's both, though. The reason why I think the United States cares about it from a material perspective is because they're fucking selfish and they want to definitely give this gift-wrapped, phenomenally successful social media platform to an American enterprise, right? That's right, baby. We'll claw it away from your hands. That's what they're fucking trying to do, which is, by the way, impossible. It is so fucking dumb. It is such a dumbass fucking bill. It blows my mind. Here's how it starts. To protect the national security of the United States from the threat posed by foreign adversary-controlled applications such as TikTok and any successor application or service, and any other application or service developed or provided by ByteDance or an entity under control of ByteDance Limited. Their goal is to protect the national security of the United States. Everything is sold from the same militant framework, bro. This is a social media application. You are not doing this to protect national security interests. You are doing this legitimately, first and foremost, because you want to sell it to an American, or at least like someone who is an ally. You want to give it to a person that is on the nice boy list. Obviously, it's also beneficial because when you sell it to someone on the nice list, let's say like Elon Musk or whatever the fuck, right? Not him, obviously. I think he's against this bill for understandable reasons, because he himself also has a lot of foreign nations that have invested Saudi Arabia into Twitter. So that might be a little bit tricky for him personally if this were to push. So I think he has his own personal interest in making sure that this doesn't fucking happen, even though he simultaneously he what the fuck is this megaphonics? Okay. My reaction I take is that TikTok should be banned. I understand it's for the wrong reason, but the TikTok algorithm is a fucking scourge on the brains of our citizens. Right move for the wrong reasons. Also, I don't use TikTok and I still get plenty pro-Palestine content. I think that angle is overblown. I just showed you a Human Rights Watch article from December openly criticizing Facebook for literally systematically censoring Palestinian content. Okay? I'm sorry. They want to make this, they want to be able to, they absolutely want to be able to control TikTok in a similar fashion. That's it. Like, the national security angle is bullshit. The problems that we are talking about with respect to algorithms, with respect to data privacy, with respect to surveillance, all of those problems persist in every single social media platform. We have the American government. If they were responsible, if they truly cared about these issues, what would they do? They wouldn't try to divest, they wouldn't try to forcibly divest ByteDance from TikTok. They would try to regulate all social media platforms that enter the American marketplace. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that because this has nothing to do with that at all. This, first and foremost, is about making money for a sector that has a lot of money and a lot of lobbying that's currently blowing up a little bit. In the simplest, most reductive terms, they don't like that the Chinese app is better than the American ones. That's it. 170 million Americans use TikTok, myself included. Democracy. You need to be locked up by Trump. You need to be held accountable and get locked up for committing treason against the U.S., you traitor. You're a traitor to the United States and you're committing treason. You need to be locked up. As soon as Trump comes in the office, you will be behind bars. Trust me. Wait, what? Why? I think it is unimaginable that this passes, like that there are people that want to pass this. It's ridiculous. Luckily, my goat, my king, Donald Trump, is against it, okay? No matter what that fucking dumbass in the chat just said, my goat, once again, 2 for 2. First, he nuked the immigration bill. Why? Because he's fucking woke secretly. MAGA communist, okay? He nuked the immigration bill, the right-wing immigration bill that Joe Brandon, Genocide Joe, wanted to push for, and now he's trying to stop this fucking TikTok ban from happening. He is my goat. 2 for 2, baby. 2 for fucking 2. Put those goddamn numbers on the board. Donald Trump 2, Genocide Joe 0. Woo!
Future is hanging in the balance in America because in the last hour, the House of Representatives has overwhelmingly passed a bill that would give the Chinese owner about 6 months to divest the app's American assets or face a ban. TikTok is one of the world's most popular apps with more than 170 million users in the US alone. So let's head to Washington. Let's head to our North America correspondent, Nomia Iqbal, who's been watching it. Start, because I know we've had the vote in the last hour, but just give us a flavour of the sorts of contributions before they voted, because American politics is riven with partisan politics, but here there is much more bipartisan agreement, isn't there?
Bipartisan.
There was, and it was all very civilised and polite when various lawmakers were making their arguments in the chamber. As you said there, it was passed by an overwhelming amount. It was Republican leaders that really fast-tracked this bill through. So just to give you
Do you think ByteDance would actually divest? Fuck no. That's insane. What are you talking about? That's like $7 gazillion. What? Divest to who? Like, it is a ridiculous fucking bill. It's such a ridiculous bill. Like, maybe back in the day when America was the fucking top dog across the board and could like legitimately shut your access to the international market, and America can still do that to places like fucking North Korea. But we're talking about China. Like, come on, dude. They've already entered the marketplace. Temu is another one. They keep serving the hot sausages, the slop that the fucking fat hogs and hogalinas want in the Western world. You can't compete. They're beating us in our own fucking game, and we're butthurt about it. Straight up. Since fucking Deng, they've been doing this. Since Deng. And it's like, we're so mad, but we can't stop ourselves because we love fucking eating the slop. So we can't stop it. We're like, oh, I love the slop. Please, what is going on? I can't stop this slop. I love it. I love cheap consumer commodities. I love it so fucking much. And guess what, dude? The Dengus Gambit was correct. I'm not a Dengus myself personally, but it was correct. It was. It worked. It fucking cooked Western labor protections and lack thereof, whatever remaining labor protections that existed. It cooked manufacturing, moved it over to fucking China. China developed tremendously as a consequence of that. And now they keep doing the same shit. They keep giving the hot garbage to the audiences that want it. And they do it better than we do. Why? Because, well, they have state backing. WTO report recently their big match that Deng stays winning. China's approach to target industries for global market domination by Chinese companies using an array of constantly evolving non-market policies and practices. This is the funniest cope. America recognizing that, yes, if you do put the full-throated support of the goddamn government or a massive economy like the Chinese one now, then all of a sudden you can't fucking compete. You can't compete. We saw this a couple months back when the EU openly was talking about like how Chinese electric vehicles are flooding the European markets and cooking European competition. Republican admitted it on the House floor earlier.
Only impacted sites are those associated with foreign adversary apps, such as TikTok.com. It can never be used to penalize individuals. The text explicitly prohibits that, and it cannot be used to censor speech. It takes no position at all on the content of speech, only foreign adversary control. Foreign adversary control of what is becoming the dominant news platform for Americans under.
You can't do it, bitch. You can't do it. Okay? You can't. It's too late. It's too late. It's too fucking late. Shut the fuck up. Ultimately, people like it. And if the American project only works because we have our treats, then you can't take the fucking treat away. You can't take the treat away and make it worse, especially after you have radicalized entire generations against government intervention and corporations in perpetuity. That's it. That's my point. This is the Ron DeSantis moment. Okay? Ron DeSantis put the cart before the horse. He went crazy. He was like, oh, yeah, I love the woke stuff, the culture war stuff. We got to do that all the way, all the way. All the way until he fucking actually started using government intervention to attack a massive corporation, Disney. And the moment that he did that, everyone was like, whoa, 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 what the fuck are you doing? Chill. Now, Disney is an American corporation, so it's a little bit different. But the reception on moves like this from the broader American electorate is going to be very, very angry. In a way, it's not all that different from the hogs that were like, I need to go to Applebee's during the COVID shutdowns that never even happened. Okay? That's it. People love their treats. We don't have anything if we don't have our treats. And I don't think like some maybe young congresspersons understand that reality, or maybe they're too terrified of TikTok's influence that they're just failing to recognize the reality. Dang, imagine living in a mansion and the only pull you have is convincing people about how you're not a champagne socialist. You haven't done anything except inflame social tensions and ineffective means. You're the worst type of influencer. What? Stop reading this shit, Hassan. Holy fuck. It's always so funny when people come in and say this. Yeah, dude, I know. By the way, speaking of which, I spent last night, before I forgot to talk about this part, I spent last night talking to Teamsters. They successfully unionized at the Palmdale Amazon facility, and I am working with them right now on launching a fundraiser initiative. We're going to do like a whole day of live streaming and maybe some fun stuff with some crazy goals. One of them might be me getting a fucking CDL and potentially going along with an Amazon delivery driver. We might have to fake that part and doing a stream where I do a real job, a real big boy job. Anyway, so CDL, a commercial driving license. Speaking of things that I don't do regularly, that's another thing that I'm working on currently with the Teamsters. They're doing great work. They're unionizing. They're working on unionizing other facilities as well. And they need to put more. We're going to do this in the next month. They need more funds. They need more strike funds. So it's so funny that even Gen Z DNC operatives like Sison are so against banning TikTok. Yeah, of course. You know what it is, though? Like, how are you going to be such a hawk for capitalism and be so mad when someone does it better than you? USL for real? Dude, that guy's response to me being a champagne socialist is unironically the American response to TikTok being successful. They hate it when they see a player win. They hate the game, but they can't say they hate the game, so they hate on the player instead. Every motherfucker that comes in here to be like, Hassan, you're such a fucking capitalist, is just butthurt that I'm fucking cooking their asses and their entire goddamn lineage on this fucking platform while simultaneously not dropping my fucking values. Stop player hating. Go buy a factory. Suck my dick. Don't come at me defending capitalism before you get capital. That's it. Come on, big dog. Why are you hating? Why are you hating outside the club? You can't even get in. Where is your capital? And no, your bust down Honda Civic does not fucking count for capital. That's not capital at all. Okay? Get your money up. Then we'll talk. No, it's not a warehouse. This is Teamsters. They're the delivery drivers in Palmdale. Yeah, in the words of Pokimane, if you're a broke boy, just say so. You're just buying $1,000 shirts? Fuck yeah, baby. Is he actually justifying it? Why don't you buy a factory and evolve it into a co-op? Fuck yeah, dude. Guess what? I buy nice shit all day, every day. You know who doesn't have a fucking problem with that? Actual motherfucking labor organizers that are in this fucking community. Actual fucking everyday people that are in this community. They ain't chirping about it. They know I got their fucking back. You, on the other hand, are a dumb fucking neat living in a Connecticut mansion that your fucking pappy bought for you, okay, as he goes into Wall Street every goddamn day and fucks the working poor, and you're chirping in here. You ain't got no capital. All you got is daddy's money, and that's going to dry out eventually. Shut the fuck up. A little bit jealous? A little bit jelly beans, dude? Oh my God, he has a nice shirt on. I hate it. I can't believe an influencer has money. It's really mad. You're not making a political move here. You're not making like a political argument. You just keep saying I am wealthy. That's it. And then keep complaining about how it's like somehow conflicting with my values. It's not. You're just mad. You're mad because bad. That's it. It's so weird. It's like, what kind of fucking loser mentality is this shit? I thought Teamsters were also warehouse. No, these are drivers. He rolled you up and got attention. He got what he wanted. Anyway, people are... Also, your merch line is literally made by unionized workers, right? Yup. loving this era of you being in their face about being rich. But the thing is, like, I think it's gross to fucking flex being rich. It's a gross thing. Okay, which is why I don't do it. But then I think people see that as like, oh, he's actually hiding it. He's trying to fucking act like he's poor or something. When I don't. I don't do that at all. My fucking subscription count has been public for years. Would you say you lucked into wealth or no? Of course I did. What do you mean? Hello? Hello? Yes. Yes. It is impossible to overcome probability. Okay? Yes, I'm profoundly fucking privileged. Both in my affluent beginnings that genuinely helped because it gave me so much more freedom to just like pursue interests rather than have to fucking work. And also on top of that, the fact that I got lucky enough to have this like 1 in a fucking billion opportunity to be a successful Twitch streamer. It's insane. Their argument is that you're living counter to your values. I'm not. We're not going to do this. Largest income inequality, and you're just dancing on our asses. So cool. Yeah, awful people stay winning in America. You literally are. Fuck off, man. No way. No way, guys. He's going to say you worked hard, though. Largest income inequality, and you're just dancing on our asses. Dude, this is my favorite type of fucking mentally ill 41-month chatter. Bro, you have given me $5 for 41 months. The fuck are you talking about? The only reason why I have fucking money is you, dumbass. Dumb fuck. You're the one. Why are you complaining? Just stop subscribing. And then you'll see the 3-minute ad break at the top of the fucking hour. You pay me, asshole. You pay me. The fuck? It blows my mind. Motherfuckers would be like, 41 months, I'm giving you $5, and I fucking hate that shit. The fuck? I'm not flexing on you. I think it's gross to do that. I would have said that that's an ad break debate, but he's been fucking chirping about it for a while. Bro, give me $200 fucking dollars and is over here pissed off. He's like, what did I do? Anyway, like, how are you going to get mad? It seems like you have this type of discussion daily. No. Qatari dancer with the 50 big ones, allowing 50 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour. I get mad at you because you don't live your values. What I say you should, because I know your values more than you do, and you're rich, bro. Yeah. You timed him out years ago for similar shit. I remember that name. Yeah. It's so funny because he's like still loyally in here and still giving me money for some fucking weird reason. Anyway. I hate when rich people like you do real jobs for a short time of content. You don't even know what it feels like to do those jobs daily. You do all this for money. Hey, I don't know if you forgot the part that like, I'm not just doing a fucking real person job for a short-term content. I'm doing it for literally fundraising for a strike for the Amazon delivery drivers. So that's the reason why I'm doing it, potentially. What the fuck? People are so fucking stupid. I already did the ad break. Was he trying to fucking debate me? Is that what's going on? God damn it. That's actually a good one. Wait, is that the same one? Is that the same chatter? Suck my dick, bro. You already got me one time, you fucking piece of shit. What is this? What is this? What is this? Huh? I already fucking ran the 3-minute ad break. Asshole. You already got me once. You can't do it twice. You can't. Anyway, no, I am. By the way, before people go like, Hassan, remember your New Year's resolution, be positive. I am. I'm fucking around. I'm exaggerating. I'm not like actually mad. If you can't tell, I am in a good mood. Anyway, yeah, fool me twice. Can't put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times. Whatever. I forget the lyrics. There isn't one thing about your relation to capital that would imply you're a capitalist. Shadow's missing the real monopolistic capitalist exploiters and focus on a Twitch streamer is crazy because that is how this platform works. Let's be real. Anyway, but yeah, no, the Teamsters are very fucking stoked on this. So I'm trying to get Ludwig to do a little bit of pro bono work too. But I mean, I think it's a little indecent for me to like try to pressure him to do it publicly, but at least I can get like some creative ideas from him. Because one of the things I wanted to do was have one of the things I wanted to do was basically take like things that are memes about like Amazon delivery drivers and make like a delivery driver Olympics where I get a bunch of Teamsters and I get a bunch of streamers potentially together, and we do like a escaping dogs competition. You know what I mean? Who can like run away from a dog faster? Who can chuck a box higher? You know what I mean? Like an Olympics for delivery drivers. Who can something with like pissing in a bottle. I don't know what to do about that one yet. Like who can hold their piss the fastest? I mean, for the longest or something. But that one is kind of stupid. Maybe we could do like something like the water gun, like, and fill up a bottle. No chasing dogs. It's racist. You will never run away from a dog. Well, no, it's not a real dog. I'm thinking like a Boston Dynamics dog or something. And it's not about like obstacle course with very breakable thing in a box. Yeah. And yeah, like Teamster Olympics. And then I want to basically use the Teamster Olympics concept to like do the fundraiser stream and then have fundraiser goals during that. Anyway, Anjuna Beef Farmer, I'm sorry that you're having a shitty day. Okay. I hope it gets better. Just remember that like I'm not the reason why your day is shitty. And no, I'm not like, you know, dancing on your broke asses. And yes, I am very fortunate. Something that you know I speak on a regular basis. Box stacking challenge is a good one too. With different ways on each box, whoever stacks it without denting wins. I like that. Another so some of the fundraising ideas that I had. OSHA violation quiz. Okay. Some of the fundraising. Oh, sauna competition. No, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Some of the fundraising ideas that I had for like 50K trailer Tetris. Take a bunch of odd shapes and see who can pack them best into a trailer. That's a good one. Some of the fundraiser goals is like getting a fucking CDL. Amazon Squid Games. Mr. Beast definitely about to steal this law. Yeah. So what I was thinking of is I mean, this is like a major project. If we were to do that, I feel like that's like kind of hard, but so fundraiser goals would be like getting a commercial driver's license, me doing a full a day with like, you know, delivery. I don't know how we could like actually fake that. That would be hard. But also me taking a couple Teamsters to like the track or something and like getting them to drive trucks, something like that, with a professional driver, of course, to make it safe. But yeah, I think it'd be fun to do with off-brand, but it's like this is a massive thing to put together in like a last second situation, so I don't think they'd be able to do it. But you know, just some fun stuff. See, that's a way to get the fucking that was a hater that came in here to be like, you don't do anything. I just got off my shift to Amazon and listened to you there. Yeah, I was talking to the Teamsters guys about how many like drivers and how many people that work at Amazon facilities like just have me on in the background, because they were saying there's like a lot of fans in the union and in general that listen, that would be stoked. Because like he said, like there's a lot of young drivers too, like younger drivers, a lot of POC, his words. Anyway, so I think it's like very exciting. I think it's very exciting. Hopefully we'll be able to do something like that. I might also bring back the unionized tees specifically for the fundraiser as well. I'm a Teamster at UPS and I listen to you every day at work, lol. Hell yeah. If you get streamers, you need to do a streamer job challenges versus Amazon driver challenge. No, I would never put I would never put Teamster drivers through the tumultuous aspects of being a streamer for a day. As you guys know, it is the hardest job, much harder than being a delivery driver. As you guys know, this is my opinion, my real opinion. Keemstar said so it must be real. But yeah. Can't believe I forgot to mention all this stuff. They have to order DoorDash and go next door when they deliver it to the wrong house. Yeah, it's really fucked up. Okay. Having a Teamster worker sit at your desk for 9 hours sounds like a Mr. Beast torture. To be fair, like, yes, this is a previously unheard of different version of torture if you're not used to doing this at all. Just like being inundated with like constant fucking constant stimulation like this to the normal mind. There's a reason why so many people that come in here are like, what the fuck? Like when they see my setup, they're like, what the fuck? Well, you're insane. Anyway, so I think a UPS driver would be fine making 50K to watch YouTube for 8 hours. Yes, of course. I think that the aspect of this that is like the best part, which is something I talk about all the time, is that it's the pay, especially if you are successful. If you're not successful, then it kind of sucks. Like if you're you know, a relatively, like if you're trying to make it, it kind of sucks dick. But if you do make it, then it's the best. It's ridiculous. Okay. Let's get back to TikTok.
This is not an attempt to ban TikTok. It's an attempt to make TikTok better. Tic-tac-toe. A winner. A winner. This is...
Bro, even she was like, nah. Bro, these people are fucking insane. Me in debate class when I have no idea about the subject. Sis didn't cook, but she knew, so not the hardest L. Anyway. Harry Sisson popping off on defending TikTok. I attended briefings, unclassified and classified, about TikTok. I reviewed articles, watched hearing videos about TikTok. Unless new information is presented to me, my position is as follows. I will vote no on any attempts to ban TikTok from Americans who choose to use it. Zelensky said on video today that Macron promises French troops for Ukraine and he will announce it tomorrow. Nice. Let's go, dude. Fuck it. YOLO mode. It's time. It's time, dude.
30. This is a common sense measure to protect our national security. I urge my colleagues to support this critical bipartisan legislation.
Gallagher also falsely states that the bill cannot penalize individuals, as though blocking millions of Americans from their preferred social media platform is not a penalty, and denies that the ban would censor speech, even though it would explicitly prevent Americans from expressing speech over TikTok. Yeah, I mean, they're giving the game away pretty openly, I think. Yeah, that's where we're at.
The numbers, 352 to 65, voted for it to be banned. Of course, that's not the end of it, Matthew. The next step is for it to go through the Senate, where it'll probably face a much tougher passage, if it will even get there. But President Biden has said if it does get to the Senate and is passed, he will sign it into law. But TikTok has really lobbied hard for this not to happen. It's mobilized its 170 million US users to really ring up their local representatives, telling them not to do this. And despite that, this has still gone through the House.
Yeah, TikTok gonna learn the hard way that 170 million people can be against something, and that's not gonna change. What they should be doing instead is greasing the fucking monkeys in Congress, okay? That's what you gotta do. Let's be real. Let's be for fucking real, okay? There is no democracy in this country. We've never had a democratic process. Sure, it's good to apply pressure. I was listening into news reports, okay, talking about how, like, they've gotten a massive amount of calls every single day since this bill was supposed to pass, okay?
Of what nation are you a citizen?
Singapore.
Are you a citizen of any other nation?
No, Senator.
Have you ever applied for Chinese citizenship?
Senator, I served my nation in Singapore. No, I did not.
Do you have a Singaporean passport?
TikTok is a plague to society. I would be elated if it gets banned. I don't know. I don't get your point, to be honest. Everything that you're angry about TikTok exists in every single social media platform to the same degree. In many instances, TikTok's algorithm is just cranked up. It's on steroids. Okay. The issue here is not about like actual regulatory control over what you see or ensuring that we're not like radicalizing citizens or making them dumber. If that was the case, this would be a totally different bill that would still run into some constitutional issues, obviously, because of restricting free speech. Okay. Your line of thinking is why nothing gets done in Congress. Yeah, because you support lobbying when it's convenient. Your line of thinking is why nothing gets done in Congress. No, my line of thinking is that I want actually good bills to pass and not shitty bills that are not even done specifically for any real reason. You're the type of person that looks at a bill at face value and goes, well, it's like defending democracy, so this bill must defend democracy. It's idiotic. There's a reason why they don't tailor bills like this around giving a very successful social media company by force to an American act because we're butthurt. Like, duh, hello? Are you the type of dude that looks at fucking pro-lifers and goes, oh, actually, these guys do care about the sanctity of life? I'm a political commentator. My job is to help you understand that this is just pure marketing and is to show you what the real interest is behind the words that they are using. This is literally all I do. All I do is basically the movie that Zizek always points to, like the guy who puts the glasses on and then takes the glasses off and you're like, okay, what's going on here? That's all I do. That's literally all I do. They live. Yeah. Thankfully, I don't know any adult who uses TikTok. I'm sure my nieces, nephews, and students will be upset, but cringe prevention. The bill exists because TikTok is competition for Google and Meta, American companies. Yes. The fuck TikTok take made sense before Gaza. At this point, it's made its case for why it should be allowed to stay around, and that's exactly why they're bent on banning it. Yeah, it's just it's extra seasoning. Like the Gaza stuff absolutely kicked it into high gear for them because it gave them an additional motivation. Facebook's parent company defends its PR campaign to portray TikTok as a threat to American children. Yeah. We're going to do the Don Lemon shit in a second. If you want to understand the gripe against TikTok, this is a perfect representation of what the gripe is, okay? It's the classic, what kind of Chinese are you? Are you the Japanese kind or this new Singaporean kind that I'm hearing all about? You're still Chinese. You look Chinese. You are Chinese.
Of what nation are you a citizen?
Singapore.
Are you a citizen of any other nation?
No, Senator.
Have you ever applied for Chinese citizenship?
Senator, I served my nation in
asking-
Singapore. No, I did not.
Do you have a Singaporean passport?
Yes, and I served my military for two and a half years in Singapore.
Do you have any other passports from any other nations?
No, Senator.
Your wife is an American citizen. Your children are American citizens.
That's correct.
Have you ever applied for American citizenship?
No, not yet.
Okay. Have you ever been a member of the Chinese Communist Party?
Senator, I'm Singaporean. No.
Have you ever been associated or affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party?
No, Senator. Again, I'm
Okay.
Singaporean.
Let me ask you some hopefully simple questions. You said earlier, in response to a question, that what happened at Tiananmen Square in June of 1989 was a massive protest. Did anything else happen in Tiananmen Square?
Yes, I think it's well documented. There was a massacre.
There was
yeah.
the indiscriminate slaughter of hundreds or thousands of Chinese citizens.
This is a perfect representation of America. Yeah. Bro, this is literally, this is just pure, unfiltered, unadulterated racism, bigotry, xenophobia in display. Okay. And is being packaged as like serious, like an adult who's making a serious assessment, protecting America. That's like 90% of Republican gripes, by the way. Boy 2023, I feel so bad for all the CCP bureaucrats who have to watch all of your TikToks.
今天是我的第57天监视老百姓的 TikTok， 我觉得我收到了一些很重要的信息。我再看一看。晃那个 Laffy Taffy 女孩子。所以美国人喜欢分吃棒棒糖。
What have the Chinese agents been up to?
Well, they've just been watching TikTok all morning.
Yeah? Anything interesting?
Oh, actually, get this. Agent Li Feng has been going to the bathroom all morning to text a younger woman.
Is that meant to be like...
He's been married for 9 years.
It's a bit boring, isn't it? Let's play another game.
You got another game?
Maybe. Maybe they got a bit of a... One of these, mate.
No, drone strike. Yeah. But it's 11 a.m. in the morning. All these people could see us.
No one needs to know.
All right. Only if I get to go first, all right? Sure. I want to get a man named Yusuf, red shirt, straw hat.
Looks like we're going to Somalia. Drone strikes, drone strikes, drone strikes, drone strikes.
I didn't even see this one. God damn. Luffy, no! The hate on TikTok gives an energy akin to those who only see the clip chimps of you. Have you never actually listened to you, but still hate you furiously? Wait, what? With the TikTok vote, did the Democrats just give the election? No, it's not like the flat earthers are mad. Flat earth is one of the biggest topics on TikTok. Now you know the real reason they want it banned. See, when you show me stuff like this, I'm like, yeah, maybe they should ban it. Okay. So don't show me stuff like this. TikTok is in the treat category. And because it's in the treat category, it is one of those things that if you take away, it's bipartisan. Like the anger and the resentment that will flow is actually bipartisan. It's like Applebee's, but even more bipartisan than Applebee's and jalapeno poppers. Okay? Congress hates TikToks because it's Chinese. I hate TikTok because it should be Douyin, but we are not the same. Here, let's speaking of TikToks, where the fuck is this guy? We're gonna have a TikToker on the stream now. Where the fuck is he? All right. Here. Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh no. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Can you hear me? Fucking boomer, dude. You see this? Like, not even tech proficient. This is why he doesn't want TikTok to be banned. Okay?
Hold on a second.
Classic. Zon, doesn't it take you like 12 hours to make a single TikTok? Shut the fuck up, chatter. You might be right, but sometimes, even if you're right, you're hurtful. But yeah, no, I really, it does take me a long ass time to fucking, dude, this guy, I also lost your cam now. It's crazy. This guy somehow fucking muted himself and turned off his goddamn camera. How is this possible? How? This is my lawyer, dog. I'm going to jail. I'm going to prison. Perma prison.
Why are you talking shit? Why are you talking shit? Can you hear me?
Oh, can you hear me finally?
Yeah, I can hear
you. Turn your camera back on.
Why?
There it is. Oh, you needed fucking headphones? That's why you couldn't hear me? Oh my God, bro. This is why you don't want TikTok banned, because you have no fucking clue.
That's not why.
You have no clue as the, you don't want TikTok banned because, okay, sound off. Why
I can't
do you not
see
want
you.
TikTok banned? Be honest. Yeah, you can't see me. Sorry. Here. I'll give it to you. Hold on.
No, it's fine. I'll go on.
Here you go.
Oh wow. Oh hey, how you doing? I thought I was banned.
Yeah, well, you were your only mode of making money is like being taken away from you if you fucking you couldn't have picked a better
I'm gonna be
time
homeless.
You couldn't have picked a better time to quit your cushy.
Who is yeah, my
public
cushy job.
Yeah.
Who's the David Dobrik guy who like used to be in the David Dobrik circles and now he goes on TikTok live and like begs for money? I could be like your version of that guy.
I don't know. Is it like it might be Jason Nash, who's the older one?
Yeah,
Is he the
it's
older
Jason
one?
Nash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
Jason
Jason
Nash. Yeah.
Yeah, I could be your Jason Nash. I could just come to your house and ask you to give me money.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's a personal attack on me specifically because they saw my fire videos that I've been producing lately, and they were like, "We can't have him monetizing. He'll
They
be
saw
too
the Lisan
powerful."
Al Gaib one that you did with the sandworm.
Yes, and they got upset because it was so good.
Many people are saying you're Elon Musk's favorite TikToker. What do you have to say for that?
Yeah, I mean it's true, but what can I say? You know, a
Does the
broken
shame-
clock.
do you-
A
have you no
broken clock is
shame?
right twice a day. A
Have you
broken
no
clock
shame,
is
no
right twice a day.
decency?
Look, I mean, you know, he could probably enjoy the Mona Lisa or something, you know what I mean? Or just like a beautiful piece of art.
More like mid Elisa. The better version of that is the AI version that I created with big ass tits. That's right.
that what
Wokeness
you
is
did?
dead. Wokeness is dead. Mona Lisa has big tits now. Mona Lisa Ann.
Do they have one of those?
Yeah, I made it.
You made it in Mid Journey?
Yeah, I made it in Midjourney, and she has fat titties.
Why are you doing this? Are you okay?
I'm having a good time. I'm having a good old time talking to
Why do you do
a
this
liar and a
whenever
son
I
of a
come
bitch
on?
who said he wanted to come to Australia with me, only to fucking
No! Wait, no. I need to talk about
lead me
this.
astray.
No, I need to talk about this right now because
Go
I
ahead.
have the receipts Augustus Gloop.
Go,
You're in
let's
my
go.
phone as Augustus Gloop.
Yeah, I don't even know what that meant, by the way. And then you were like, "You're a fat kid who likes chocolate." Okay, you're fat shaming me.
I'm
Get
not
his
fat
ass
shaming
chat.
you.
He's fat shaming me. Get his ass chat.
No, I want to be really clear. First of all, you initially said that I was banned on the trip. That was what you first said. And then you texted me. When did you text me? You texted me like a week ago.
Wow.
You know, normal people can't just go to Australia with 2 weeks notice.
Yeah,
You know
well,
that, right?
I thought you were a TikToker.
You're out of touch. You're out of touch.
I thought you were a TikToker without a real big boy job now, no more.
I had to. Okay, so Hassan, let me tell you something about real jobs. I know it's been a while since you worked one. I'm sorry, that was too mean.
Wait, I wasn't listening. Sorry.
I'm fucking.
I zoned out. TikTok has broken my attention. I
You have to give
attention
notice.
deficit.
You have to give notice before you leave a job. I gave them notice. I can't leave the last week of my job to go to Australia with you.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up, bro. It's cool. Okay. All jokes aside, who is this fucking clown Lamau? Okay, revoke. This is a public defender and friend of mine. His name is Alex. He's known as Loloverruled on TikTok. You are the reason why we can't fucking make jokes. Holy shit. People take it seriously and they start getting mad. Don't get sensitive and think that this is serious, Alex. Okay? It's not serious. We're just fucking around.
Who's getting sensitive? Not me.
Oh yeah, never you.
I'm not sensitive. I was just explaining my position. That's all.
Okay. So all right, let's talk about it. TikTok, Chinese psyop. Okay. If you are on TikTok and successful, relatively successful, you are a Chinese communist spy.
Absolutely.
What do you have to say to that? You said you were very mad.
I am. Well, I mean, I think the main reason that I'm upset, besides the fact that this is a direct attack on me personally, and that's why Congress is doing this because they have a grudge against me personally, is because they're not passing any kind of comprehensive data privacy legislation. Like they act like they care about data privacy, where your data is going, all this other stuff, but like they don't give a shit about that at all. They haven't made any movement to pass any kind of comprehensive protections for users. And the one thing, or maybe not, I don't know, one thing that Europe is more conscious of than we are is their data privacy. They have more, far-reaching laws. Google is getting sued all the time over there, or getting billions of dollars in fines because they're not, correctly participating in the strict privacy regimes they have over there. And you can actually get stuff taken down. I mean, like if people are, sharing, I mean, the example that I'm thinking of is revenge porn, stuff like that. You can actually get stuff taken down in Europe. You can't really get anything taken down in the United States from search.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think Lil Bear in my community said it best when she said if there was a genuine concern, they would have followed suit on like EU regulation. EU currently has no restrictions on like, or EU is not pushing like a divestment from ByteDance for TikTok at all.
No.
There are real concerns with TikTok, but those concerns exist for every single social media platform, as I talked about earlier. Whether it be the algorithms and how they are like making people dumber in some ways, I agree, or pushing them in the throes of radicalization. We saw a version of this with like the Andrew Tate phenomenon, obviously on TikTok, as well as all of the other social media platforms. The problem is that we do not have a standard of like making sure that social media platforms actually abide by the same terms of service agreements that they put forward. And any kind of restriction in that front would be a serious violation of the First Amendment rights as well, I think, or like free harbor, which is something that I do agree with ultimately. But that is not this bill. What this bill does not do is this bill doesn't do any of that. This bill also does not protect data privacy, like you mentioned. It's simply being sold as protecting Americans from foreign adversary-controlled applications in a way to try and pry away here, I'm going to share my screen with you. In a way to try and pry away a very successful social media application and gift wrap it and hand it to like a loyal American capitalist instead.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, I think there's also concerns about, content moderation generally, because the alternatives that people have for getting news and information out, like, Instagram or using Reels, which has a similar structure to the way TikTok works, has the problem that they have consistently been silencing and censoring a lot of people talking about Gaza. And in fact, I think one of the largest pages on Instagram was banned recently.
Eyes on Palestine was banned.
Yeah, Eyes on
Human
Palestine,
Rights
yeah.
Watch, literally, what you're talking about is like Human Rights Watch actually did a report on Meta, Facebook, specifically banning pro-Palestinian voices and pro-Palestinian accounts or any kind of like mention of Palestine in general. And they're doing this openly. And earlier I talked about the ADL statement in the leaked audio as well from Jonathan Greenblatt saying like, please. Sorry. Shana.
She's beautiful.
Girl, she just got groomed yesterday. Groomed on TikTok. She got groomed yesterday or 2 days ago. Okay, so yeah, it's I think that there is an element of controlling the narrative and controlling the information. Here's lead sponsor of the TikTok bill, Representative Mike Gallagher, admitting the real reason that they're rushing to ban TikTok because it's becoming the dominant news platform for Americans under 30, and the U.S. government doesn't control it. I wanted to hear your perspective on this, though, really quickly, because I think Nancy Pelosi, love her, hate her, does present a pretty good argument here. I wanted to hear what you had to say about this.
This is not an attempt to ban TikTok. It's an attempt to make TikTok better. Tic-tac-toe. A winner. A winner. This
Fire. Fire. Is that the main argument? That's bars, actually.
I hear, yes, you're speechless because she just owned you in the marketplace. This is like...
She's awesome. Didn't she just make
prosecutor? If this is the prosecutor and you're in court, your client is going to fucking perma prison.
Yeah, he's going to federal space prison.
Yeah.
She also, I would be interested to see what her most recent stock trades are in reference to any of this stuff. Wasn't there some guy who just dumped out of Boeing like the day before the investigation started. All these people are corrupt sickos. But I will say that
her meta
she
stocks
makes
are
some
going
pretty
nutty mode.
yeah, she's a queen, and those are bars. And actually, I take back everything I said. Now I think she's right. Tic-tac-toe. It's over for me. I'm gonna be out of it. I'm out of a job. I'm out of a second job.
Yeah. So okay. So you're angry. I wanted to hear more of your commentary on the situation. We're gonna be serious for a moment.
Okay.
About everything that's going on. Because I feel like I've covered this up and down all the way through, but I'm wondering if there's an angle that you as a TikToker, first and foremost, could bring
Well, I
to
mean,
the
I
table
think
that I
that
haven't talked about.
I mean, I think something that's interesting that hasn't been talked about too much is the fact that there are millions of people who run their small businesses, legitimate small businesses, not like drop shipping, but like legitimate small businesses through TikTok, or have been able to have success running small businesses because of TikTok. Millions of Americans who will be absolutely screwed over by this. I am not one of those people. Obviously, I would be sad to lose some income. Not that I'm getting a lot. I'm not getting that much money from TikTok, but I think that's an aspect of this. And what really scares me is that the language in this bill that they passed yesterday is very reminiscent of the Restrict Act's language, which I made a mistake earlier on Twitter. I apologize because I thought that they had passed the Restrict Act. That was incorrect. The Restrict Act is still floating though, and some of the language is carried over from the Restrict Act. And what I'll note is that, you know, foreign adversary as a term is a malleable term. It's not a fixed term. They can add countries to foreign adversary. And this is just a foot in the door, in my opinion, to opening up the possibilities of censorship. And people are still talking about VPNs. They're like, oh, I can use a VPN. It's no big deal. I think based on my reading of this, VPNs face civil penalties if they provide access. Like I could see a situation where major VPN providers, if this bill is passed, will just prevent people from going to TikTok so they can avoid getting in trouble.
Yeah, which by the way is ironic. One thing I just mentioned is like, I come from a country that has serious restrictions on what you can access online. Turkey. VPNs work there. Obviously, Turkey recently even went so far as to ban First Kick for gambling, and then also Twitch as well. Since then, it has been unbanned. But like things like this do not happen in America for one very good reason. It's not because like we value free speech or anything. I mean, I'm sure some people care about it, but ultimately it's because these are treats. And my take earlier was that like if you take the treats away, people are going to get very fucking frustrated because the American project hinges on you being able to have unrestricted access to your fucking treats.
I do need my treats. That is why I will say I'm extra upset because I have a broken, rotted out brain and I do need my treats. And it doesn't help that I just quit my job and I was looking at like, damn, I brought in some money from TikTok this week and now they Larry Davided me or something. This is like a Larry David situation. I feel I quit my job. I'm crushing it on TikTok. Now they're going to take it away because they know that I'm killing it.
Yeah, they're doing
So
this
it's over
specifically
for
for
me.
you, which is
I
which is
really
why
think it's
I'm
because of
pushing
me.
for it. I'm
I
pushing
know.
for it for that reason.
Behind the scenes, I know that you've been pushing for this.
Yeah, I am the puppet master. It's Turkish controlled media. It's not George
I just
Soros.
don't-
He's a broke boy. I'm the real billionaire.
I also think it's important to consider quite genuinely, even though it might seem like an exaggeration, the impact that TikTok had as a platform over the last 4 years. During the summer of 2020, obviously in the last several months in relation to everything that's happening in Palestine, figures like Motaz and Bisan. I know Motaz was also on Instagram, but a lot of people got stories out there or were able to get themselves out there because of TikTok. I don't think that would have necessarily happened, or it would have happened very differently.
No, I think that's another motivator. I think the first and foremost major motivator here is to basically pry away a successful product away from a foreign adversary that we've declared a foreign adversary, even though we do so much trade with them. at the behest of like an American capital owner. But then the secondary reason is so that we can control what kind of and restrict what kind of information gets presented on this application, and also create another opportunity for backdoors. Like this is a big part of obviously the mass surveillance state apparatus that we've created post 9/11, especially that a lot of these social media companies, like almost all of them, are also working with the State Department, whether it be surveilling, foreign nationals, or whether it be surveilling the American population. And I think that that presents a big national security problem for Americans, not because like China is surveilling us by way of TikTok, because like as we talked about earlier, data brokers exist regardless. If they want our information, they can just like go and buy it, probably cheaper than like operating an entire fucking platform in and of itself. It is more so to ensure that we have yet another avenue for controlling all of the back end information that we can give to the government if need be, to the intelligence communities if need be.
I mean, it's also intensely hypocritical, like, when we talk about the Great Wall, the firewall in China, for their internet access, and being concerned, or members of Congress acting very concerned about what people have access to in other countries, and then to turn around and do this. But beyond that, like you mentioned, working with intelligence agencies, there's not a lot of transparency in the way that these things are structured, or data is produced in the United States with American companies. Like national security letters, they like refer to them. They have like the canaries in the coal mine. If you go on the transparency reports for companies like Twitter, Reddit, any company that has like user data that they have to provide to the government doing investigations, they can't say, oh, we got this many letters from the NSA requesting information for investigations. They have to give them brackets, like we did between 0 and 1,000 this year. Like they're not transparent in terms of the way they talk about these things, and a lot of the decisions that are made, like in FISA court, or FISA, I think it's FISA, but FISA court. FISA court. Okay, sorry, my bad. I'm unemployed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's another thing I wanted to say. Oh, this also, ironically enough, another angle that I just thought about that many have not brought forward is that this eliminates like a gigantic chunk of video games, because Chinese companies also own a shit ton of video game companies, video game developers. And this bill also severely restricts that as well. Like anything that's owned by Tencent is gone. Obviously, they're not doing that because they only care about like forcibly, like I said, prying away TikTok from ByteDance and like giving it to an American capital owner as a fun little gift wrap. But yeah, this opens itself up to like every Riot property technically. Valorant has kernel level access to your computer, and it's incredibly it's I guess like it's a very rigorous anti-cheat thing that they have. They have like a phenomenal amount of access, like an unprecedented amount of access, and yet this isn't even talked about in Congress because they're all 800 years old and they don't know anything about anything, and they only care about like what is right in front of their eyes that some fucking lobbyist told them is a good idea.
Hell yeah. I love it. I feel good.
All right. Well, Riot Vanguard is an unusual, most anti-cheat kernel these days. Okay, but it's owned by a Chinese company. That's the point. Okay.
Well, when is the Chinese government gonna like invite me to come out and hang out? Is my question.
That's my question too. I wish. I wish.
Save us.
Okay. Here, what do you think about this swagged out lawyer?
Yeah, he's the man.
4
Ken's got
sneaky
you covered.
questions cops ask when you get pulled over and how to answer.
Do you know how fast you were going?
I wasn't speeding. Never admit to anything at all.
Do you know why I pulled you over?
This should always be a no. The second you pipe up and admit guilt, it's over.
Can I search your car?
I do not consent to a search. Only way they can search without consent is with probable cause or a search warrant.
Where are you coming from and where are you going?
Respectfully, I don't feel comfortable sharing that information. You
Okay,
don't
so-
have to tell.
That's the one thing I disagree with. I hear lawyers say this all the time, especially defense lawyers, like on TikTok when they do these things. I think you got to know the vibe of the situation, you know? Because if you tell the wrong cop, if you're just getting pulled over because you're speeding, like he's right about never tell them why you were pulled over. You know, say why'd you pull me over? That's fine. But if they say if someone asks you where you're going, I don't know. I think you got to read the vibe of the cop, because if you interact with the police frequently, you know, that's a situation that can go south if you go, I don't feel comfortable sharing that information. Like, you can say that, but I think you also have to know the vibe of what the situation is, you know? I don't totally agree with that.
Okay.
I mean, I love him. I think he's hilarious. But that's one piece of advice that I've always felt, you know, you should say as little to the police as possible. Yes, of course. But also, like, don't make your life
harder for no reason.
Don't make your life worse for no reason, I think. You know what I mean? Like, yes, don't ever talk to them about what you're doing and everything like that. But, you know, I'm going to my mom's house. I mean, I don't think, you know, they're going to toss you out for that.
Who happens to be a drug dealer. Fucking got him, boys.
Yeah, a known drug dealer.
Okay.
And it's really none of their business. Remember,
I mean, yeah.
You'll hear them say,
Ken's got you
"Ken's
covered.
got you covered."
Oh, yeah. He's my hero. I love him.
Tell Lolo I just got my Don't Talk to Cops shirt in the mail today. Yeah, many
yeah.
people are saying that you're fake and that it goes against your your major principle that you
I didn't say
that you
talk
put-
to the cops. I didn't say
Seems
talk
like you're
to the
saying
cops.
befriend the cops and suck off the cop.
No.
Okay, what do you think about this? This Indian ad is saying if you use their cement, 9/11 wouldn't have happened.
I think that's good advertising. They got to rebuild. Hell yeah. Where was that ad in 2003?
Where was that ad in 2000?
Well, you know, they didn't know that, or did they? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Well, maybe Indians didn't know. Maybe India didn't know, but
Investigate Tower 7.
yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Lolo, thank you so much for coming
Are
on.
you going to tell me to fuck off?
Well, I'm gonna go back to covering some
Yeah,
other
yeah.
news now. Now that we've
Okay. I'm banned now.
now that
I'm banned
yeah,
again.
the ban is back on. You're not allowed, even though you are gonna be here soon, right?
I'm going to be there soon. I'm going to fart on your couch.
Okay, I'll ban you from my house physically as well if you do that.
I wanted to come on the trip. I think you're not really giving me I think you're being unfair. I'm being treated unfairly.
I think you're lawyering me right now.
No, I'm just saying.
You're
That's all.
gaslighting me and you're girl
I'm not
bossing me.
gaslighting. You're gaslighting me, if anything. If anyone's being gaslit, it's me. All right. Well, God bless you. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you,
Have
Lolo.
a great time.
Lolo
All right, bye.
overruled on TikTok until they
Bye.
ban it.
Yeah, until they ban me. Goodbye.
All right. Bye. All right. You could have had an Alex threesome in Australia. It'd be a foursome. It'd be Alex foursome. Twitter has rotted my brain in 2 weeks. Use of infinitely more than TikTok ever did in 5 years. Lamau. Yeah, I hate this because like it's coming at the heels of me also using TikTok more and more. And moving away from Twitter a little bit. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. I don't like that at all, folks. Anyway, we're going to talk about Elon Musk in a second and the Dalima saga. Let's wrap this up.
Also some confusion over here as well. President Biden wants it banned. He's already banned it for his federal employees from using it on their mobile phones. But his election campaign has started using TikTok and posting on it. Former President Donald Trump spearheaded the whole movement to ban TikTok. Recently, he flip-flopped on it, saying, well, actually, it's difficult to ban it. So I think there's a sense that they both know, obviously, we're now into the general election campaign season, that they're going to alienate lots of young voters, millions and millions of teenagers who use TikTok. But as I mentioned, this is not the end of it. The next step would be the Senate.
And Nomi, just explain what those lawmakers want to actually see happen.
They want to see the company that owns TikTok, ByteDance, to either sell up to somebody else or they will just ban it outright. They believe that it's a national security risk. They think, without any evidence so far, that the content on there is being passed over to the Chinese government. And that's based on a law in China where companies have to cooperate with the intelligence service. Now, TikTok has really pushed back at that. I was here when at the hearing for the CEO of TikTok. He was grilled by Congress last year about this, and he denied all of that. And so they're saying, look, we have this big firewall in place, which walls off any information from US users, and so all that information actually just remains in the US in servers here. But that's not convinced lawmakers, as we've seen today.
Nomi Iqbal there on Capitol Hill. Thanks very much for that. Thank you.
I now
Still no legal reefer pro-Israel and banning TikTok. Is there some kind of hard mode president challenge we don't know about that Biden speedrunning? Oh, yeah.
Recognize the gentleman from Kentucky.
I yield 4 minutes to my good friend from Georgia, Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene.
The representative is recognized for 4 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today as the only member of Congress that has ever been banned by social media.
Because I'm fucking crazy.
On January 2nd of 2022, Twitter banned me, banned my personal account on which I was campaigning for Congress, raising money, and using my free speech to inform the voters in my district they can vote for me. This was not by a company owned by China. This was by American-owned Twitter. This came on the heels of our own United States government working with big tech and working with social media companies to censor and ban Americans' free speech. I believe that this bill can cause future problems. It's opening Pandora's box, and I'm opposed to this bill. Most Americans don't trust the United States government because of our experience dealing with it. Never forget that the United States government also was the one that provided the Russia hoax to Americans. It also worked to ban Americans' free speech. It also has worked in so many ways to illegally, warrantless spy on Americans through FISA. If we wanted to be serious about stopping a foreign adversary, if we wanted to be serious about stopping China, we would stop China from buying our U.S. farmland. We would raise up our American energy independence. We would also stop the Green New Deal and not rely on China, who owns and operates 85% of the battery market worldwide. There are dangers that lie ahead in this. This is really about controlling Americans' data. And if we cared about Americans' data, then we would stop the sale of Americans' data universally, not just with China. There's some further issues. This is a Pandora's box. What's to stop Congress or the United States government in the future from forcing the sale of another social media company, claiming that it's protecting Americans' data from foreign adversaries? I think we could see in the future another Russia, 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 and possibly force the sale of X, as many members in this body claim that Elon Musk is altering the algorithms of X. By the way, it was Elon Musk's purchase of X that restored my social media account on Twitter and allowed me.
I think we are the dumbest country on the fucking planet, straight up. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it other than like, this is so stupid and we're getting increasingly dumber and dumber.
Me to have my free speech back on Twitter. There's also members of this body, the Democrats are claiming that election meddling can happen on social media. Well, we can never forget Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook. We can never forget the election meddling that happened there. And by the way, American-owned Facebook and Instagram is where most of the garbage, like the gender lies and the woke lies, exist. Many Americans and many teenagers believe awful things, and they don't just see them on TikTok, they see them on Facebook and Instagram too. I don't think this will accomplish what the goal is to accomplish.
I hate that she's like, it's like her and Trump are on the fucking right side on this issue, which is weird. Being like, the real problem is Meta. Okay. They're not wrong in the energy, I guess. Technically, the exact same problems that you could point to with respect to algorithms, with respect to data privacy, exist where fucking Facebook as well. Yeah, wrong formula, right answer. Okay? And it is so goddamn stupid.
So there's other concerns, I think, here, is that when the government moves into forcing the sale of TikTok, who is going to buy it? That's the question that we should be asking. Who is going to buy it? Who will be the next to control the data of over 170 million Americans? Are we going to trust Mark Zuckerberg to control their data? I certainly don't. By the way, most of the time, my posts on Facebook are shadow banned, and I certainly don't have the reach on that social media account. I think that there's many other ways.
Okay. Yeah. It's me.
Much, Mr.
It's me. I'm the real victim here.
Speaker, I thank the gentleman for yielding and for his leadership on this very important issue, and I thank the distinguished chairwoman of the Energy and Commerce Committee and associate myself with her remarks, as well as with Mr. Pallone's. I thank Mr. Christian Morphy and Mr. Gallagher, Chairman Gallagher of the Select Committee on China, for their great leadership, bringing this legislation forward to the Committee of Jurisdiction, legislative jurisdiction. Mr. Chair, I have a few points to make, and it's interesting to hear this respectful debate. First of all, this is not a ban on TikTok. I'm a grandmother of teenagers. I understand the entertainment value, the educational value, the communication value, the business value for some business on this. This is not an attempt to ban TikTok. It's an attempt to make...
The reason why they're saying this is because, like, they realized very quickly that that push notification comes in and the fucking phones start running in the congressperson in their offices. Basically, they're like, oh shit, there's hella people that like TikTok. It's their treat. Can't take the treat away. Don't do it. So they're like, oh, we're not trying to ban it. We're just trying to give it to an American person. Okay, give it to an American. Restore it to its rightful owner. It goes against all of the supposed principles that capitalists like to uphold. Atriak pointed out that when TikTok sent out a notification for people to call their senators, their lines were swamped with people saying, you can't take this away. I spend all day on it, which, if anything, makes the opposite point, makes it sound like people are addicted. Yes, people are addicted. It's a treat. 100%. The reason why they want to fucking take it away from China and Chinese hands is specifically because it is a treat. Because it's a very successful social media platform, more successful than the other ones. That's why they want to give it to an American. So remember that. Yeah. Where was this take when he was on stream, bro? We're not banning this company. We're just telling people who own this extremely valuable company that if they don't sell it within 6 months, we will not allow any American to access it or they will go to prison. That's not a ban. We have another great company like Instagram. Please do not look into their parent company's owners' opinions on content moderation. Please do not look into what they are currently doing to pro-Palestinian accounts. Please do not look into my most recent stock trades. It's just in. House approved a bill to force TikTok to be sold or face being banned. Per our analysis, we found numerous politicians that would benefit from a potential TikTok ban. 14 Republicans and 12 Democrats have traded $9.2 million worth of competitor stocks. Dan Crenshaw owns 30K of Meta. Mark Wayne Mullen owns 165K of Meta. Jared Moskowitz, 30K of Meta. Diane Harshbarger owns 25K of Meta and more from years ago. It's normal though. Like obviously they just have it. They probably have it because it's a successful company. It just does show. It does show a conflict of interest at the end of the day. That's all it is. Because politicians own stock and they can manipulate stock prices by passing legislation or pushing for legislation, making a big stink about certain companies. It's really fucked up. But, you know, a lot of people own stock in Meta. It's just so silly. So incredibly fucking silly across the board, top to bottom.
TikTok better. Tic-tac-toe. A winner. A winner. And here's what I have to say. The people of China have come forth. The Tibetans have come forth and said on TikTok in China, they are suppressed. They cannot put their message out. Not only that, the Chinese government misrepresents the situation in Tibet. In Hong Kong.
What does this have to do with anything? You're literally like, yeah, that's right. China is suppressing Tibetan voices, which is why we are going to take down TikTok. Like, what the fuck are you saying, dumbass? Also hilarious because there's an ongoing fucking genocide in Gaza. And Meta, the major competitor to TikTok in many ways, is openly and directly suppressing Palestinian voices. What the fuck?
Hong Kong? Well, let me just tell you about Hong Kong. During the Taiwan election, TikToked into Taiwan that the Uyghurs, on whom there is a genocide exercised by the Chinese government, they have told the people in Taiwan that the Uyghurs like that genocide. And they told them that...
Uyghurs? What is she fucking saying? She's so goddamn old, bro. Holy shit. This is fucking nutty. So Uyghurs? It's wild. It's wild to try to make an argument over like selling TikTok to an American and be like, you know what's a real genocide? What's happening in Tibet? What's happening in Hong Kong? What happened in Xinjiang? Not Gaza. That's a fake genocide. That's not a genocide at all. It's a geno-lie. Which is why we suppress, which is why Meta suppresses anyone that says it's a genocide. Look up Meta in Myanmar for a fun surprise, Pelosi. Well, that's a little different. That wasn't a suppression of the genocide. That was an active aiding and abetting of the genocide in Myanmar. So there is that. Meta is either on the wrong side. Well, I guess technically on the wrong side of a genocide every single time. Sometimes it actually directly contributes to it and facilitates it. Other times it just suppresses the voices of the victims. You know, good stuff.
People of Hong Kong like the destruction of their democracy. They don't frame it that way, but that's their message. And again, suppressing the communication from Tibet. And then just people, yesterday on the steps, we heard from the Taiwan people, we heard from the Tibetans, we heard from the Hong Kong.
CCP shill, buddy. That's right, dude. I love the CCP. I love TikTok. I just want to defend it because they pay me at the top of the hour, and you as well, by allowing you to avoid the ads by gifting subscriptions in the chat through numerous different names, one of which being 34MKD50. Okay? Every time you get a gifted sub in the chat, that's actually the Chinese government gifting you the sub. This is the complex scheme that they've designed. Oh my God, I'm literally talking this into existence right now. I just realized this is going to be like another insane conspiracy theory by liberals and conservatives alike. That's right. At the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break. And the Chinese Communist Party government officials like King Henry IV have now gifted 20 gifted subs. Owen Gila, another CCP shill, with the 10 gifted subs, allowing 30 people to no longer see the ads. Now, if you don't get gifted by the Chinese Communist Party, you can subscribe on your own for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. Booyah, 6969, not Christian F, Hassan's Freckles. Look at all these different names that the Chinese Communist Party is using in here. Very indecent. Very fucked up.
And we heard from a woman who's...
I know Rabbi Shmuley's durag. You were trying to bait me. I know. Can't catch me.
Husband was arrested because of his communication with somebody with a shared view. So this is controlled by the Chinese Communist government. But forgetting that, if you can, I can't. Think of this.
Ladies' time has expired.
The Chinese government will control the algorithm. They can change it any time.
Old Bobby, thank you for the 10. Domesticated Cat, thank you for the 5. The only D you want. Thank you for the 5. Gifted. Creepin' Death, thank you for the 5. Gifted. Desert Ice, thank you for the 5. Gifted. Hassan's Freckles with another 5. All of these different fucking names, baby. You already know it. All right, we're going to move away from the tic-tac-toe argument, okay? We're going to move away from that. We've done enough on this subject, I think. We've covered it extensively. Speaking of social media suppression, we'll talk about Don Lemon. But before that, I'm very, very, very fucking triggered about Ben Shapiro's latest idiotic fucking take. And I'm wondering, personally, where all of the Keemstars are on this one. Because remember, this took Twitter by fucking storm. When I supposedly said Twitch streaming is harder than a real fucking job, it took Twitter by storm. It was impossible. It was impossible to avoid. Every fucking person supposedly on this platform was getting 100K fucking likes, banger tweet after banger tweet, being like, this guy's a fucking real dumbass, isn't he? So what's going on here? Why is this not moving the needle in a similar fashion? Where's the Mudahar tweet on Ben Shapiro talking about how you should fucking work till you die? Because this is not a clip chimp. This is his genuine opinion. Now, yesterday I covered this. Bro, people still make YouTube videos about what you said. Yes, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because none of those motherfuckers are actually pro-worker. Okay?
And let's be real about this.
They're not actual defenders of labor. That's it. They just like drama and farming dumbasses over and over again and negatively polarize them against like someone who is legitimately pro-fucking worker. They're pro-hit tweeters for the most part. So just, you know, really interesting for Ben. Media Matters did not clip Ben out of context. It's a 2-minute video. This is his genuine opinion, where he said, no one in the United States should be retiring at 65 years old. Frankly, I think retirement itself is a stupid idea unless you have some sort of health problem. Now, was Ben clipped out of context for this? No. To be fair, Mudahar did tweet about this. Oh, shit, never mind. Only 2.4 thousand likes. God damn. My point is, Twitter is a right-wing shithole. And when you fucking actually unironically fucking shit on a dude who legitimately has a bad take, you don't get the same fucking juice. You literally collecting the money you put in, dumbass. I personally wouldn't retire since I do enjoy working, but when you get work to old age, it's time to relax and spend the remaining years you work with your family. Much more understanding of Ben Shapiro's take. This is the point I'm making.
Damn, this guy's good.